Hey, thanks for checking out Fast Eddie's Chop Shop. Here you have every right to be wrong, and I'm going to break it down for you. Sorry, folks, it's been, a good month since I posted a video. I'm going to get back to getting regular. I had some things that I was dealing with. But I happened to go into a Wendy's, use the restroom. This is disgusting. And as I was there, I heard the very explicit sounds of sexual action, and like quite loud, in fact. And I'm looking around, and there's a couple of ladies sitting in one booth, a guy sitting over in another to the left of them, and right next to them was the pervert. I literally, it was so obvious, I already knew. I walked over, and he had his phone in his hand, quite visible to anybody, children, anybody that would walk by, was watching, well, it's YouTube, so I have to say corn. Like Triple X. What kind of world are we living in? I actually said something, and the ladies next to me were like, "Thank you, sir. I thought I heard, that." And, they're right next to a couple of older ladies, probably in their 60s. I'm going to be getting there soon, me and my wife. So I got to be careful when I say older. But absolutely disgusting. And he looked up, surprised almost that I said anything, and then looked right down and continued watching the corn. Our world right now, there's no other explanation for it, folks. None. Prove me wrong on this. Our country, first of all, we're the #1 exporter of that, drugs. We've got our kids hopped up. A pill is the answer for everything. We blame the cartels for the fentanyl crisis, but really, it's the doctors and the pharmaceutical companies, and then the government ultimately that claims they're there to protect you, allowing doctors to prescribe these crazy heavy drugs willy-nilly. So ultimately, whose fault is it? It's not the cartels. It's not even the doctors. It's not even the government, because we're the government. We allowed that to happen. And we're allowing to happen like the the pervert that I just saw at Wendy's. Absolutely disgusting. So anyway, I'm off on a tangent. The only explanation for this is American demonic activity. There's just no other explanation. We have allowed the psychos of the world. We closed down all of our mental institutions. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm generally against mental institutions. They want to claim everything's a mental illness. I'm OCD. So what? Who isn't? A little bit. I just happen to be more OCD than the next person. Everybody's OCD. Everybody's ADHD. Just to varying degrees. So I generally don't disagree with mental institutions unless, body dysmorphia, you got pervs like this, and that's actually like that is what prisons are for. We've got, no cash bail, California. I absolutely promise you, someone who is actively in public watching corn on his phone, 1000% is on a list somewhere. And if he's not, it's only because he hasn't gotten caught. I would be willing to bet $10,000 that guy is on a list. That guy's had handcuffs on for very, very horrible, bad things that if we were a good society, we would probably institute the death penalty for. So it's just, folks, it's crazy, absolutely insane. It's demonic. There's just no other explanation for it. But again, demonic or not, even if it's demonic, it's our fault. We have allowed our society to crumble inch by inch by inch by tolerating. Tolerate is, I think, one of the worst words in the English language. You know, and inclusion. Horrible words. I don't want to be inclusive. I don't want to be tolerant. We should not tolerate deviancy. And we should certainly not include deviance in our society. Yet, over the last decade, and not really over the last 50 years, but watch how fast it's growing. You know, we have told God, stay out of our children's lives, get out of the schools. We have told pervs it's okay to be a perv. At first it was just, you know, by yourself, you know, don't make a public display of it, to now public display. Go down to any major city during a certain parade that gets held every year and tell me that public indecency is not only tolerated, we're not only including it into our society, but we are celebrating it. You know, when they talk about these slippery slopes, folks, and everybody laughs and, oh no, you know, you're crazy. It's no. Once you allow the people like I just witnessed an inch, they're going to take a mile. Anyway, I'm totally disgusted. Let me know what you think. Have a good one.